And right now, one of the most important things that we can all do with everything that's happening on the planet is know how to find our own inner strength and confidence, or how to boost our own self-esteem every single day. Because there is so much happening. We all need to be in a place of being resilient from a spiritual, mental, emotional, energetic perspective, where anything in life can be thrown at you. And let's face it, this year it definitely has. And you're like one of those Weebles. Do you know does anyone remember those toys when we were little? It's like Weeble, wobble, and we all fall down. No, I might be I might be completely on my own with that one. The Weebles, you know, the toys, it's like a bouncy toy that you knock down and it bounces back up. That is what emotional resilience is really all about. And of course, a really, really, really simple way to figure out how to do that is obviously using EAM to help build self-confidence and know how to build your own self-esteem. And that is really what we want to talk to you about today, because the beauty of these things, whether you call it empowerment, whether you call it positivity, whether you call it positive thinking, whether you call it alignment, whether you call it flow, whether you call it love, it doesn't matter. Our brain is literally designed to create habits and patterns. And when you start creating a habit or pattern of happiness, love, peace, joy, feeling empowered, your brain becomes literally addicted to the positive emotions. Now, if I'm going to get addicted to anything, I want to be addicted to alignment. I want to be addicted to love. I want to be addicted to self-empowerment and freedom and joy and happiness. And I want to, when I say the word addiction, I know it has a bit of a negative connotation for some people, and I get it. But really what we're talking about is becoming so hot for yourself. And I don't mean hot like, and so on. I mean hot as in hot on, not accepting anything less in your life than being empowered and being in flow. And when you see people around you who aren't necessarily in their most empowered, happy, in flow state, you have a choice to either jump in there with them and say, oh yes, everything is so rubbish, the world is a disaster, life is going to be crap, there is nothing we can do, blah 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 blah. You can choose to jump in the pit with them of whatever that subject is. It doesn't have to be the world situation right now. Or you can choose to be addicted to your own state of well-being, your own state of being empowered, your own state of confidence, your own state of self-esteem. Is that conversation really worth giving up your happiness for? Is jumping in the pit with that person and agreeing with them and focusing on all the negativity and the crap really worth your alignment, your happiness, your peace, your love, your groundedness? Never. For me, the answer is never. And I invite you to have that same level of tenacity about your life. Because if we choose to keep on focusing on all the crap, on all the negativity, on feeling sorry for ourselves and whatever it is that we've got going on, instead of knowing that you've got the 5 steps of EAM that you can choose to use to put into practice and let go of whatever the negativity is, unless you choose that for yourself, nobody else is ever going to do it for you. Never. Because no one cares as much about your life as you should. You're the only person that can change this. So the reason that we're so passionate about sharing EAM with so many people is because you can become addicted in a good way to the state of flow. And when you do, you won't be over here looking at the pot of crap anymore. You'll be over here focusing on all of the possibilities, all of the abundance, all of the things that are open to you, all of the things that you can do, all of the things that you can create. And that is what flow is all about. And when you know that you can do this anytime, you can choose this state anytime, that's where it comes back to what we were talking about at the beginning. The feeling of confidence, this feeling of self-esteem, knowing in your heart that everything's going to be all right and that you are empowered. None of us have to be a victim of circumstance. Every single one of us has the power, the potential and possibility to choose where we want to go, what we want to look at, what we want to see. That is our right as a human being living on this planet, and we can choose it anytime, regardless of what anybody else is talking about, seeing, presenting to us, we're watching on the news. Delete it. Just delete that. Focus on this. So, feeling a little bit passionate this morning, as you might be able to tell. So the reason I'm saying all of this is because I just want you to choose you. Just choose you. Choose love. Choose the new paradigm. Don't let anyone take that away from you, and don't let anyone derail you from your alignment, from your place, from your confidence, from your self-esteem. You guard that literally with your life. Literally with your life. Because that's what you're giving up every single time you focus on this, or every time you let people draw your attention over to this. Now, that's not about ignoring it, because yes, there are things over here we need to deal with, but that's the beauty of EAM. If you've got something over here that's grabbing your attention, that's knocking your self-esteem or your confidence, step 4, which we're going to do in a minute, that's where you delete it. It no longer exists. And step 5 is where we get to choose the new. What do we want to see? What do we want to experience? How do we want to feel? So I want you to think about this, what we're talking about today, and everything we've been doing over these days of Fear to Love, whether you've been joining us live, whether you're watching on the replays, whether you're catching the video at some random point in time in the future. It's all about momentum. Think about this just for a second. Not sure if I actually trust my flip chart this morning, if it's going to behave itself. Hey, it's a wheel. Every single time, not sure how clearly you can see my very technical drawing. Hold up, let's see if I can do it in green. Every single time you think that thought, it's like turning the wheel of energy. And as you do, the more that you do this, let's think about this in terms of the positive. Every single time you think a positive thought, every single time you stay focused on what you want, on your truth, on your alignment, on your momentum, all that's going to happen is this energy is going to keep on building. And this is where the flow state comes from. Your consistent dedication to continuing to stay in alignment. Create a vortex of possibility, create a vortex of positivity, and choose to keep your energy focused in this way. And that is where the magic will come in your life. Every single time. Every single time. But this same concept will apply when we're looking at the negativity too. So for those of you who have dedicated to going through this journey, and even if you're just joining us today, just keep this concept in mind. Continue putting EAM into practice every single day. And next week, we are going to start sharing with you some of the ways that you can start looking at some of the next steps of things that you can do with us to start putting EAM into practice in your life every day, because we've got loads of you asking about it. So, are we ready for today? Confidence and self-esteem. Now, as we were talking about yesterday, if you remember, very often we have resistance to experiencing the positive emotions. In fact, most people do. And if you want to see the explanation as to why, go back and watch yesterday's video all about contentment. But this is about making sure that we're able to experience those things and there's nothing standing in the way. So for those of you who are new to EAM, please follow the link in this video, go and watch the training video on how to do the 5 steps in detail. I'm going to walk us all through this together. And we are going to include sending some energy work out to everybody else on the planet who needs this right now too. So I want you to close your eyes for me and stand with your feet hip width apart. Make sure the back of your knees are loose, your hips are loose. Arms down by your side. Take a nice deep breath in. Just close your eyes. Bring your energy or attention down into your heart, into your chest and out of your head. And I want you to just ask, do I have any resistance to feeling confident, empowered, or having self-esteem? Or is there anything standing in the way of me being confident or having self-esteem? Whatever works for you in the way that you ask the question. So step 1, we ask a question. Step 2, our body is going to respond. Usually a sway forwards is a yes. Usually a sway backwards is a no. Don't worry, whichever answer you get. I'm just showing you the steps for today. Step 3. 2 ways that we're going to talk about step 3 today. What does that feel like? If you were to feel into your energy, where is this thing stopping you? Is it inside you? Is it outside you? Where are you noticing tension, heaviness, resistance, anything holding you back? Where are you feeling that? And then those of you that want to use numbers, you're not feeling anything, you can use numbers to ask how many resistances or how many things are standing in the way of you being confident, having self-esteem or feeling empowered. So is it more than 100 and your sway might pull you forward? More than 1,000? More than 5,000? More than 10,000? Whatever it might be. Okay, so you've either got a feeling now or you've got a number. So now step 4, we're going to take that into what we use at the transformation statement. And I'm going to repeat these words and I want you to say them out loud after me. We're going to go through this 2 times to make sure, once for us, and then we're going to do this and send this out to the wider world as well. So close your eyes for me again. I am ready to release any resistances, reversals, beliefs, thoughts, or patterns which may be preventing me from feeling confident, empowered, and having self-esteem. I allow all of this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to be confident, empowered. I've moved on to step 5. We're releasing still. Sorry, I'm too excited to get to step 5. I am ready to release anything that might be standing in the way of being confident, empowered, and having self-esteem. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to release any resistance that may be standing in the way of me being confident, empowered, and having self-esteem. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. So that was one round with step 4. Now we're going to do this again and include the wider world and send this work out for them. So I am ready to release any energies, interference, disturbance, reversals, which prevent people in our society, mass consciousness, from experiencing empowerment, confidence, and true self-esteem. I release it all from my energy, in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to release any resistances, reversals, energies, interference, darkness, heaviness, or control elements which may be preventing people from being confident, empowered, connecting to self-esteem or self-worth. I release this from mass consciousness and the whole of our society. I release this energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. One more time. I am ready to release any heaviness, darkness, interference, or control elements which may be influencing society, people, mass consciousness, and preventing them from connecting to feeling confident, empowered, and true self-esteem. I release it from my energy, from the collective energy. Release this in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Nice deep breath in and out. Okay, so now we're ready to do step 5. This is where we get to call in, create, embody, manifest, focus, as we were talking earlier, about creating this energy, this momentum, this forward movement, keeping us focused on what we want to choose. So, best way to do step 5, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath, open your energy, imagine your whole physical body is filling the room. Imagine white light coming down through the top of your head, or a big triangular funnel with the tip of the triangle meeting at your belly button, and another triangle starting at your belly button and going out down your legs and into the earth. So it's like 2 triangles touching at the tip, meeting at your belly button. Just consciously bring those to your attention, and then I want you to pop your hands up above your head. Palms facing up. I am ready to allow myself to experience true confidence, empowerment, and self-esteem. I allow myself to stand firm, grounded and present in the knowledge that I have everything I need. I allow all of this into my energy, in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to stand true to me, to remain open and expanded, to allow myself to talk, share, be, experience confidence, to find my self-esteem from within me, to know that I am more than enough. I send this out into mass consciousness so that everyone else can connect to this truth. I allow all of this into my energy, into our connected energy fields. I allow this in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to remain empowered, confident, full of self-esteem, knowing that I am a powerful, grounded, magnificent person, trusting myself to make the right decisions for me, knowing that my truth is more important than anything when it comes from a place of love. I allow myself and everyone else to live in the new paradigm. I allow all of this into my energy, in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Nice deep breath in and out. Just consciously send that energy out to connect to each and every one of us who are here doing this live. Just want you to feel one another. Send this all out to the people who tune into the replays. And then send it out to everyone else who is yet to know that we're doing this work with them, for them, every single day. But let them feel the power of your intention anyway. Knowing that as we all rise up together, it's ultimately going to help you as we create that ripple effect around the planet. Just slowly bring your arms down by your sides. Whenever you feel ready to, just open your eyes. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Absolutely love doing these sessions every day. This is actually helping me make sure that I'm putting EAM into practice every day too. Please remember to let us know underneath these videos how it feels for you, what you experience, what you know, what comes up. Oh, here we are, day 14. We finish next Friday. It's only like 6 more days of this to go, but just know how you're feeling already. Please remember to keep sharing this with your friends. We are absolutely here with you as we go through this global shift. And just know that what you choose to focus on is what you will create. So keep focusing on this. All of us holding our intention on the world we are creating over here is what will bring it into manifestation. And there are so many people focusing on this right now. So thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this work. Thank yourself for choosing to rock up every day and do this too. And even if this is the first time you've watched this, just start with where you are today. Just follow everything that we're doing. Start again tomorrow and just keep putting this into practice every day. Keep on creating this wheel of momentum that we were talking about at the beginning. I will see you so soon. Huge, huge love to every single one. Bye for now. Bye for now.